we are on Othoni. We shall go and explore Calypso Cave. It got its name because, according to legend, it is the cave that Odysseus was held by the sea nymph. Before we really get into this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with a friend. If you're familiar with the Odyssey, then you know of Calypso Cave. I think there's a few different Calypso Caves. I've heard of Calypso, and I've heard of Homer in the Odyssey, and so I wanted to go see it. It wasn't until after that I really started reading the Odyssey, though. I had a general idea of what the Odyssey was. The names are so foreign, right? Ithaca, Calypso, all these Greek words. You hear them and you go, okay, he sailed from this place to this place. You understand it conceptually enough to move the story on. But when you actually know where those land masses are, it actually cements it. These places actually do exist, and it grounds the story in reality for you. These thoughts led me down the path. What is the impact of travel on the experience of art? I've come to the conclusion that travel increases the amount of value discovered in art. In even trying to define what art is, then you've already lost it. In my mind, the idea of art and the idea of the divine, the idea of value itself, are all one and the same. What is the impact of travel on the experience of art? True art, in my mind, means that it is infinitely deep, meaning there is always a new perspective that can be taken that will lead to an increase in value. The value of art is discovered through your perspective. It then follows that more perspectives would equate to more value, leading to the question, how does one develop a new perspective? A perspective is developed through experience. That perspective first must take you before it can be taken conceptually and used as a tool. This is where art itself becomes a positive feedback loop, because through experiencing art, you can gain new perspectives. Humans are empathetic. We are able to feel what others feel. We're able to experience mentally what another experiences. In my mind, the easiest way to see this is by observing what happens when a person watches an engrossing film. A film has the power to bring you through a range of emotions. When the tension rises, so does your heart rate. Your body reacts as if you are experiencing what is being presented in the movie. That's why a jump scare works. You experience vicariously through the characters on the screen. That vicarious experience can provide us with epiphanies. They can provide a window into the human experience we did not see before, a new perspective. Art can act as a substitute for the real experience. If we consider experiencing through art to be a type of secondhand experience which cracks the blinds, then a first-hand experience breaks the window wide open. There are an infinite amount of perspectives that can be taken. An infinite amount of closed windows that could be broken open. But the problem is that we don't have an infinite ability to experience them firsthand, which is why art is necessary. Through art, we can gain perspective. It is always valuable to have more perspective. The value in a new perspective is that it may be able to help you see a solution that was previously hidden. The experience of art expands perspective. What is the impact of travel on the experience of art? What is travel? Travel simply means to take a journey. But again, for the sake of simplicity, let us define travel as the movement of a human to a new location in space-time. When you're in a new environment, multiple things happen. Your senses heighten because you are in unfamiliar territory. So you begin to take in more of your surroundings. You take in more information. Your ability to experience is immediately increased because of novel input. The more you are in new environments, the more the skill of increasing awareness of experience is honed. Are there other ways to increase this skill? Probably. And can you dull your awareness by complacency and comfort? Of course, but let's continue to focus on the experience of travel. Your awareness is expanded by being in unfamiliar territory. This is instinctual behavior because any ancestors that did not increase awareness in unfamiliar territory all got eaten by a leopard. It's built into the human organism by nature. Unfamiliar territory means novel input. Novel sights, smells, sounds, feelings, concepts. Novel experience. These novel experiences, they're not all being retained consciously. A minuscule amount of information is being consciously observed and retained, but these are first-hand experiences which are the most powerful. The power lies in the subconscious. That's where the depth of the human is. That is where the experience is internalized, stored, and later released to the conscious to be used as a tool or to be used by the subconscious to influence the behavior of the conscious. The more foreign an environment is, the more novel information that bombards you. This is one reason full-time travel is not for the faint of heart. The constant barrage of novelty can be overwhelming. This can manifest in many different ways: emotional breakdown, fatigue, depression, or loss of identity. That's just to name a few. Anyone can be overwhelmed. It just depends on each person and their constitution that determines the amount necessary to overwhelm them. But no one is immune to overwhelm. If travel naturally expands experience, and experience provides perspective, and perspective is used to excavate value from art, then we can deduce that travel will increase the amount of value discovered. When you experience art, it communicates with you. It communicates to you. It speaks to your experience. It speaks directly to your subconscious. And your subconscious responds with an influx of emotion that can be completely overwhelming. The power with which it hits you is dependent on your perspective. Art has the power to bring one to their knees in awe, in sorrow, in compassion, in love. It has the power to make you rise up in inspiration, in anger, in passion, in courage, in the face of fear, and to move forward despite the enemy. It can possess and embody. It can move and work through the human. It's almost as if it's the distillation of spirit into matter. The power of art cannot be understated. Art has built and felled empires.